like to do here, just take a couple minutes and go through the steps to create a new rule and create a new rule with multiple entries using a Boolean OR statement. This is the one that's in question. The subject lines that PayPal uses are pretty generic here. Notification of payment received, which really doesn't give you any idea about what the contents are. But if we go down into the body of the message itself, here we see that the description is registration nomination. So that's what this individual has bought. And another keyword over here is nominate register. So registration nomination is probably going to be the one that's going to work for us the best. That's the description of it. To create the rule, you can go into right click and rules, create rule, but you get a pretty general what's going on. This was from Mary Ann Samuelson via PayPal. We really don't want it from her via PayPal. What we want is the PayPal address, the email address, which in this case is member@paypal.com. I'll show you a list of 3 here in just a second because they've changed it over the past 3 or 4 years a couple of times, and sometimes that can cause you some issues. You have to go back in and put those addresses in. So instead of doing that, what I want to do is go to the advanced options, and in the advanced options I have lots of different things. It says from Mary Ann Samuelson via PayPal. I don't really want that, although I can select it and make that one go away. Make that one go away, make this whole thing go away, because we really don't want to use that. It uses a number of pre-filled options, which we really don't want. So what I want to do is get rid of this and get rid of this, and then go back up here to my rules, and I can create a rule. And so let's get her unselected here because we really don't want any of those. Okay, now I got rid of her by just clicking outside of that message. You go to rules, manage rules and alerts. We could have gotten there earlier, obviously, and we want to do a new rule. And this one comes up with some, again, specified things that we really don't want. So we can just go to next here. From people or public group, and that's what we want. So we're going to click into here, and in this case, if the address is in your contacts, it works well. I can go back to, actually I can't go back to, once you start these things you have to keep going. What I have done is in a notepad gone ahead and copied the stuff that I really wanted to have while I'm working on this thing. These are the ones that PayPal have used in the past. The one that they're using right now is member@paypal.com. So what I generally do is put them all 3 in. So I can copy this and then paste it down here in the from block. Okay, so it's from these guys. I can move it to a specified folder. I can't do it here because, well, actually I can because I do have some. I could put it in drafts. I can put it in PayPal if you want to move it to some place. With specified words in the subject, I don't want that. Through, sent only to me, marked as, flagged. With specific words in the body is where I want to go next. So I can select it with specified words in the body, and in this list, let me get that list back up, or try to here. I did a shopping cart which has all the ones that we need. So I can go to registration, nomination, copy, and paste it, Control V, paste it, add that, and then go back to my shopping cart, puppy registration, copy, Control V, and add it. See, now I'm getting the OR. This is the Boolean OR statement because I know that all of these items are going to go to futurity maturity. So I do the 2015 maturity final, copy it, and we will paste it in there and add it, and then go back for the last one, which is a 2016 initial nomination, and put it in there and add it. Okay, so this is all of the things that we're going to do the if statement, if any of these things are true. The next thing that we're going to want to do is take some action on it, and that'll be in the next. And in the next, stop processing, move it to a specified folder, and forward it to people or group. And the people or group that we're going to do, forward it, there's a forward it, is going to be to Futurity. Maturity, if I got it spelled right, at ESA.com. And if there are anything else in here that you want to do, you can do those things too. Play the sound, delete it, move it to the specified folder is already there. Go next and apply this rule. What's going to happen is apply this rule from these guys, and with registration, nomination, or public registration, or 2015 maturity or 2016 maturity nomination in the body, forward it to Futurity maturity at ESA.com. Move it to the PayPal folder, and then don't do anything else. You're done processing, because we don't want to look in other messages for those particular words. You also have exceptions here if you need any exceptions. So we go next, and then finish, and then once that's done, this is going to apply to this inbox. If I had other accounts, which I do in this one, I could apply it to those accounts instead. Would you like to save them now? We'll say yes, and we go to this one. We could actually go in and change those things, but we're going to now apply that rule to the inbox of this account. When you get done and say OK, or you don't have to say OK, you can run rules now, and then we could specify, we could click here. I'm not going to do it because this one's already been forwarded. We can click here and say to run the rule now, and that's the way you can test your rule to see if it's actually working. After you run it, check it to see if it got moved to the proper folder and if it actually got forwarded to the correct location. Say OK, and with that, that should take care of how to do these things. Hope this has been helpful, and thank you for watching.